Like what they're like? What is it like to see Allie have a seizure?
When she jitters, usually she's bleeding out of her mouth, eyes rolling her head, spit everywhere, sometimes vomit. It's not pretty.
You ramble?
Yeah,
That's okay, but explain why.
Hello. I've had grand mal seizures, so I'm epileptic. I've had it since I was maybe around 13 years old. So I was recently in the hospital and for a grand mal seizure, and I chipped my tooth, and I wasn't able to have an aura. Like, as you know, there are certain type of seizures where you get an aura and you can just go and sit down and just say, okay, I need to calm down, let me just breathe, let me be stress-free. Normally those around me, they're the ones who can tell if I'm about to have a seizure.
You found her at 10:30 in the morning. I think it was the day after, or 2 days after Halloween, 2014. And she was unconscious. She was laying in a pool of vomit and blood. And you called the ambulance. The ambulance took her to the hospital. She was in a coma for a good 3 days at least. She was transported to UCLA, where they determined she had hemorrhage in her brain. There was blood in her brain, which ultimately led to, some permanent brain damage.
Because I talk in circles like right now, fall and you sometimes shake on the floor, and then it's over. Normally, well, over the past couple years, my seizures have been the length of maybe 2 minutes, because I just got a vagus nerve stimulator installed behind my left breast tissue, and it's kind of like a pacemaker for seizures, and so it's helped with the length of time, but my seizures used to be a long amount of time, 5 minutes. Now it's it's kind of shorter, so that's good, but still I have long seizures, short seizures. You can't tell.
Blocking the teeth, the thing.
Okay, so what is your biggest fear about having a daughter that has seizures? Not your biggest fear. Like, what is your fear of? What are your safety fears? Like, what I'm trying to say are like, what are some things like she can't do? She can't swim. She can't drive.
She can't swim. Can't shower. Can't drive. Period.
Is there a way to cure the seizures?
There is a way to cure seizures, but it depends on the type of seizures, and also CBD oil is great, but then also for certain people there are different treatments are a lot better for them than it would be for me, or would be as someone else that is under the same circumstance as me. So it really is kind of like a, up in the air type of thing. How many different types of seizures there are, but how you're not always the only one, as much as you think you are in the whole world. I know I do, but at the same time, you're not the only one, but at the same time, there's just not one type of seizure.
So I have a question. How many times have you been to the hospital because of seizures?
Recently, I've been to the hospital probably over, I'll just throw something out there, probably over 10 times in the past 3 weeks. But overall, since I was 13, it really varies. Sometimes I'm really good because I eat well or stress-free, but then sometimes it's just random. So it really honestly is, I can only throw a number up in the air. I can't tell.
Have you tried the CBD oil?
Yes, I have tried the CBD oil, and it counterreacts with certain seizure medication that I take.
Which one?
I take Lamictal, and I take Onfi, and I take Depakote. Yes, it's all three. But as you know, there are different types of neurologists who can help with the milligrams that go with your medication, but then also, the certain type of medication counteract with your personal body.
Changing her medicines to try to figure out what was the problem, see if they come up with a solution. She wound up in UCLA for, I want to say about 10 days, 7 to 10 days.
Like I said, I have those who help me around me, friends and family members. I hope to become better, and that I feel it could help, but I feel like it would take one step at a time, and we never know, you know. So
Which was scary. And then when she did come home, she was in a neck brace, needed physical therapy, had trouble talking, moving, eating, basically doing anything.
I'm gonna end this video right now, but I thought it would be very nice to know for everyone that you're not alone, and there's no one specific type of seizure.
And that was our new normal. That's it.